Farmstead started as a curiosity for me well before we actually moved on to the farm. Mitch and I were newlyweds in 2013, and in our first home, I decided that I wanted to begin gardening, and so I asked him to build me 2 4x8 raised beds.
We had 2 4x8 raised garden beds, doubled the next year, and then doubled the year after that.
I eventually talked Mitch into getting me a chicken coop and chickens in our suburban backyard, much to our neighbors' dismay. So what started out as an experiment in that first year quickly turned from a hobby into a passion. Every year after that first year, we added more and more garden space.
And then 2 years ago, we ended up buying the farm that we're on now.
And as soon as we walked onto the property, saw just over 10 acres, beautiful buildings, a great house, and a field that was ready for whatever we wanted to do out there. I knew immediately that I wanted to grow something at a market scale. And it took me a minute to develop what I saw out there. I didn't think that vegetables were the way to go. Dayton is inundated with wonderful farm markets. Plenty of vegetables are available from local growers here. So I felt that that market was pretty saturated, but something that I had become passionate about over the last few years leading up to us moving here was adding flowers to the vegetable garden. And every year there were more and more flowers and less vegetables. And so I really began to think, how can we do flowers and how can we do flowers big? So I brought the idea of flowers to Mitch, and he was on board. He had 2 conditions. One was get a tractor, and I was like, I'm on board with that. And 2 was to go big in year 1.
It was a horse farm prior, and part of the deal with the sale was that we let the horses have the back part of the property for the first year, and so we actually just broke ground in November of 2020, so we've, 10 months ago, and now we have acres of flowers, and we have the goats, the ducks, the chickens, animals. Last year we did lambs. And really just like never-ending projects. Just today, mowed out the extension of the wildflower field. We're gonna try to double it in size. But there's a lot going on. Every day something new. Who knows what's gonna come next?
In our first year, there have been so many surprises.
The biggest surprise to me about what we're doing this year on the farm is the response from the community. Because we had a plan, we executed the plan, but it was kind of up in the air whether or not the community was going to respond, and respond they have.
But here we are in year 1 of the You Pick Flower Farm, and we're already imagining the next phases of where we're going to go and how we can attract and bring more people onto the farm to see our vision and to experience local fresh flowers.